Alright, so now we're pretty much ready to do Act 2. So we got 153% magic find, 45% gold find. We took a couple of charms out. We took out the gold find ones. We don't need those. So we're level 28. We should have no problem. I think we're more than well geared enough for these sewers. I think the top was the regular sewers, and then going down below was the other sewers. See, last episode we pretty much geared out the Amazon. This episode we're going to be going through Act 2. And then maybe we'll just go through Act 3 and then Act 4 and then Act 5 and maybe not spend too long. Oh, perfect. If we found the sewers level 2 already, that means we don't have to spend that much time in the sewers level 1. So I think our resistances and stats were pretty decent. As long as we just keep casting this thing and then the other ability when we need it. I think there was another one, right? Enchant. Cast enchant ability. There we go. So now our characters are stronger. So I think we just have to go. Is this the stairs? No. Generally that ability is pretty cool. It's just cast a chain lightning. Cast a chain lightning whenever you hit an enemy. So it's just like the sorcerer's kind of. It was literally right here then. Literally right by the entrance. That's alright, doesn't take too long, right? We're pretty much killing things like 1 or 2 hits. Oh, I guess it's just Radamant. There is no other level. It's just Radamant himself. And then if we go to the F3 ability, it just does more damage. Unless it's poison resistant. So there's the Book of Skills. That's that part done. Now we can pretty much leave. We just outright like this. Then we just go talk to you. Then you give us reduced prices. Then we go down here. And we just put points in Lightning Strike and then whatever. Fire Strike? Yep, Fire Strike adds to it.
Atma has been avenged.
So that's pretty quick. Now, in order to get the staff pieces, all we have to do is go down here. So it's like the top entrance leads to one of these staff pieces, the bottom entrance leads to the other staff piece. Just makes it a lot easier than going out into the overworld and then finding the places, going into the mega lairs. Those pretty much is the mega lair. So you don't get a skip out on the mega lair entirely. Although you do get a skip out on something in front of us that we can't hit. There we go. So the invisible guy, if he goes in front of you, what if the exit was literally right up here? Because we notice that sometimes. A lot of the times the exit's literally right by the entrance. So you're like searching the whole place and you're like, where is the exit? So this is a dead end, right? This would be the mega lair. So we just have to go north. He would always be to the north. Or east. So this is good. Before we were picking up like every single item. Now we're picking up no items. So you pretty much just burn through everything. No reason to pick up every item, I guess. The mall, we could use it. Could make a super sick mall for a character. But then you just get a better item later. You get the even better mall. Alright, so we're all done here. So we can leave. And then we just have to go south again. And this time we just have to go north. So everything's just in here. We're level 29, not quite 30 yet. As soon as we get 30, we probably should try the ability. Or maybe this one's working good. Oh, the other one might be super sick. We just remember using the other ability on our level 89s on, 89, whatever level they were, just really high level ones on. Essentially, you just go melee everything and nothing kills you. Well, nothing else could kill you. It's just the damage is so much higher when you're a melee character. Dead end. Claw Viper Temple. So we don't want to go there. We want to go down here. Go past this level 2, and then we find our way to the bottom. So it could be down here or up to the north. So it's not that way. That way it looked like a dead end. Here we go. So we found our way down here in record time. Yeah, this thing didn't really take too much time. Oh, and then we players drop the brains that we need. So, oh, I guess you could get brains in the Dark Wood in that one. So if you never ever left Act 1, you could just go get the brains and get Dark Woods. That's where you found those guys. So now we have everything completed. Let's go with Decker Kane, get him to identify everything. Staff of Kings. Talk about the staff. Use the Project Cube to restore the staff. Then it becomes the staff, Roderick staff. So there we go. So do we need those for anything? Because imagine these weapons, they're just going to be useless as soon as we go to the end game. Right? Because I mean, all the other items they require level 1 anyways. They're just higher tiers. Faster cast rate doesn't do anything. These are just all materials that we could use. So they're all crafting materials. That's alright. Now we can put in our switch. There we go. Talk to Drodman, and then he will open up. Look for the Arcane Sanctuary within the palace. So now we just go down here, and you just keep going to the opposite place, right? So just go over here, and then we just go in the opposite direction, and go the opposite direction, and then it's in the middle. Oh, and then pick up any crafting materials. And then it would be just down here. We'll take out these guys quickly first off. So we just open up this portal. Then it could be one of the any 4 directions. Oh, we have to get the waypoint. Don't forget the waypoint. So it's like a 1 in 4 chance to get the right direction. Oh, we're level 30, aren't we? We're level 30. We can try using the other ability. We can see if we have enough mana and enough mana per kill, and if we manage to kill the enemies, then we would be able to use it. So if we go to the skill tree, we could use Dance of Death, which is essentially Whirlwind. So F4 is enchant. So I could use Whirlwind, maybe F1. Maybe that would make sense. So we could try this. How much mana does it cost? 22. So we have to make sure that we hit things when we use this ability. Yes, that's pretty good. It just destroys everything in your path. And it's dependent on your weapon speed, so if we had a faster weapon, like on the actual weapon, if we had faster speed on the actual weapon, we'd hit more often. That's actually hidden really often. So we chose the wrong direction. Then we have to go back and try again. So it's probably going to be easier now, because we don't have to stop for enemies. Did we just destroy a lightning enchanted boss pack without even noticing it? Actually, these guys might give us a lot of experience. Just a whole bunch of them. Maybe they will. Maybe it wasn't too much. They did give us 3 charms. 3 charms. And a shield. And a crown. So it was worth going there. We chose the wrong way again. Sometimes we have to go back to the waypoint again. We chose the wrong way again 2 times in a row. So we could choose the wrong way 3 times in a row. Usually we find it in the first or second try. So let's try it this way. Maybe this way won't be so annoying to traverse. If it's just the one where it's just straight up roads, that would be easier. I'll pick up those things. So we chose the wrong way again. We chose the wrong way. All of the possible times that we could have chosen it to be the wrong way. That means all the way back to the waypoint again. can't see where the mouse is. So then, after trying all three of the other ways, you could not find out where to go, but after trying your fourth and final path, you finally found the way to go. The way it was just over here. All you had to do was kill the summoner, and then Act 2 would basically be complete, right? Summoner's dead.
I can't carry anymore.
You can't carry anything. Oh, just all these crafting materials. Like, you could get rid of something? If you want to see what the robe is. What are the robes? Sorcerer skills. +2 to fireball. Looking for something crazy. So if we go through the portal, we could get the waypoint. And the right one would be looking for the symbol with the O. So what level are we? 30. So that's alright. There's like what, 2 levels or something? There's a scythe. And a maiden spear. Oh. So we just found 2 cool items. Let's not pick up rares. Let's not bother picking up all the rares like we always do. We just need to pick up rares of good versions of things. Right, essentially there's no reason having rares of culted armors, rares of hard leathers, rares of ring mails. You just need rares of elven chains, rares of gothic plates. Pretty much just the best things. Rares of pikes, rares of lances, rares of great swords. Is that what it is? 2-hand swords? Especially those bows, right? The short bows? Do you need the short bows? Probably not, because you could get a better bow. You could get the gothic bow. You could use the gothic bow at level 1 if you have the stats. So that makes the gothic bow pretty much the best level 1 bow in the game. Is it the one that's does it have requirements? No, it doesn't. The best Amazon bow would be the Amazon bow. Yeah, the Amazon bow would actually be better because then it would give you Amazon skills. But if you're not the Amazon, then it wouldn't be the best bow for you. Who else uses bows? I guess the Paladin uses bows. Dead end. Experience shrine. This might be the way. I mean, we're going a long direction in this way. No? Dead end. Short bow. What? Assertion failure. What was that? Assertion failure. Alright, so the game crashed. We did have our full inventory. We just threw these in here for now. We just cleaned our inventory a bit. But the game did crash. So we just have to go through the Arcane Sanctuary again. That's not too bad, the game saves you. Oh, and the map saves. So we know that the Arcane bag is over in this direction. That means that we don't have to, we don't have to search all 4 directions. Although if the game does crash, then that means you have to start over again. So should we save? Usually it doesn't crash though. I think that's just a rare occurrence. So we don't need a rare buckler for anything. Usually we would pick up a rare buckler. I guess it gives us a reason to go through here again. Maybe it'll give us another sliver of experience. That's reason to view again. Open this again. And then is it the same one? Yeah, it is the same one. So it was over here. So we don't even have to look for the entrance to the thing again. And we searched most of the place already, right? And considering how fast things die. But that gave us no experience at all. We know that the tomb was not over in that direction. Maybe in this direction. Or it could be this up or something. We just know that it wasn't down to the south. So it'd be the west or the east. This is dead end. And our weapon's actually almost dead. So there's a speed so I believe that is the Act 2 mercenary. Act 2 mercenary weapon. So before in the first episodes, we were pretty much just stopping and collecting everything. Then we were watching other people and like, oh, those people are always at the end of the game. So I guess there's no reason, right? You level up so quick. I mean, those guys, they got to level 23 in like no time pretty much. We got those guys done in like 2 days. So imagine Act 1 doesn't take too long. Maybe an hour to do that. So another dead end over here. So it must have been all the way in this direction. No, it wasn't. Here it is. You could tell because of the turn right there. So you could take them before our weapon breaks. What is it? Durability 8? We could do that. So we just switch weapons, say okay, and then it's good to go. So you could use the Kalen's flail to transfer to a character and use that on a level 1 character. That'd be a good thing to do. So we just put another point in here. Maybe it makes it do a little bit more damage. So let's enchant ourselves. Because we have that ring, right? That ring, it has level 10 enchant. It has 3 charges. That just boosts our attack rating up considerably. And maybe slightly a little bit more damage. So very else should fall, no problem. This is on players 8. So we did leave it on players 8. We didn't want to just run through the thing on the lower players. Well, player 7. We've been doing player 7 since the beginning. Just because on player 7, that's where you get all of the items. If we go to you would repair everything. Thank you. Then we just go talk to this guy. And he's gonna tell us, go talk to this guy. And then that's Act 2. So Act 2's all done. Act 2 didn't take too long. We just go here, talk to this guy. He will bring us to Act 3. Now we're here. So now we're just, 2 more acts away from the end of the game? Isn't the second act? Maybe this act is quick too. We know Act 4 is really quick. Act 5 is really quick too. I think Act 2 was the longest. Maybe Act 1 was the longest one just because you don't have any weapons, you don't have any gear, you don't have anything. So let's put it into like strength or something. Alright, so now that pretty much covers how to do Act 2. Act 2 only took like 20 minutes. Act 2 only takes like 20 minutes. Well, we have all this run speed, right? How much run speed do we have? If we go here, we can see how much we have. It should show us somewhere. Does it show run speed? 69% increased attack speed, plus 100% faster run walk. Alright, so we're running 100% faster. And because we have the whirlwind ability, I guess we don't have to stay at the enemies too long, right? We just pretty much do this and then they're dead. So if we just get the spirit crown, maybe jade figurine, we got a unique chainmail.
What would this bring?
So mercenary has leveled up. Oh, mercenary's level 30? Mercenary's been keeping up to us. Mercenary's been keeping up to us. That's good. So as long as the mercenary's here, and these scrolls, right? We need as many scrolls as we can get because the scrolls essentially count as dragon stones. So the only thing we have to watch out for is the Marsh of Pains. Is that what it is? I guess we could just be doing this along the way, right? Might kill some random things. So we just have to watch out for the Marsh of Pain. If we run into the Marsh of Pain, then we could be in trouble. So we just minimize the screen. So I thought it was a dead end here, but I guess not. So we could just keep on whirling our way through. Try to see what's over here. So we were watching Llama. He said everybody's been mapping this place. Everybody knows about this place. There's an Aaron shield. It could have been the perfect Aaron shield. But we'll start looking for the perfect items later. Maybe that was the way to go. That would be the way to go, or it would be the way not to go. It's always a thing with Diablo. It's like, is this the way to go, or is it not the way to go? Maybe this is the way to go. Here's the cave, the flare tunnel. Alright, and then here's the waypoint. So we still need to find the other eyepiece. We have the waypoint though. This is essentially a shortcut that they put in. If you happen to find it, then you could just go straight to the flare jungle. You don't have to worry about running through everything else. You don't have to worry about running up here anymore. Well, we do, because we still need to find the eye. Because you have to find all of the pieces for the flail. And then you have to combine all the pieces for the flail to make the Kalim's flail, and then you go turn that in. Then when you turn that in, so there's a rare bone shield. So we're always talking about bones. Oh, here's the marsupial. We don't want to be here. So that's a level 45 area. Essentially like the Act 5. That'd be like the Act 5 area of the game. So we're not quite ready for that one yet. Or maybe we are. We can't even hold the coupon. We don't have any inventory space. That's why the rocket cube was invented. Trees, maple and loops. This is just two as well themselves. So our character has some good survivability. Oh, experience shrine. So here's the spider cavern. So there's a waypoint here too, right? Or is the waypoint at the other one? Maybe the waypoint's at the other one. So here's our Bear Spirit Crown. Maybe it'd be something for the Amazon. Oh, that's right, because we don't really have a helmet. We just got that Magic Find helmet that we just threw some gems into. That's it. So we don't really have a helmet. Maybe that would be the helmet that we were looking for. So we found the first piece. So now we could leave. Let's see if this helmet's any good. Guided arrow, sway, inner sight. And it doesn't have any stats. So we go to the Spider Forest waypoint, and then go to the Flare Tunnel. And this will just bring us straight to the Flare Jungle. Then we just have to find our way to the Crest Bazaar, or the sewers. Oh, isn't the sewers like right beside the waypoint? Trying to get that amulet. Oh, and a sorcerer's amulet. So now that we're in the Flater Jungle, we just need to find our way out of here. So the Gidbin's probably right up there to the northeast. We try to take the Gidbin, and it summons that guy. And he comes out here, and then he tries to kill us. Military axe, small charm jewels. Here he comes.
This dagger will separate the faithful from the fallen.
Oh, perfect. So we found the way to go. So that's how we already found where to go. That was so quick. We're only at 7 minutes just because we have the timer at the top for how long the recording is. We believe there wasn't anything else. Well, there was Act 2. That's right, we're doing Act 2 and Act 3. Maybe Act 4 and Act 5. So here's the waypoint already. So if we were doing a speed run, everything would have, no, everything wouldn't have lined up. We got lost in Act 2. And actually just take the completely wrong path here too. We have to go to the sewers anyways. The sewers anywhere nearby? No. I guess not. So is this supposed to be music? Maybe there is music. So we turned up the music. Now we could kind of hear the music. So that was low in the first episode, and we turned up the music a bit. And then you probably still can't hear the music. I don't hear the music like everything else. Oh no, would it make sense to turn it up? Maybe it is supposed to be like that. Because when we came down, music was, below, music was like almost turned off. We don't know what the default sound setting were. Because in here, at this place, if you keep running this place over and over, don't you get like tons and tons of items? The Kiros Bizarre. Was that the waypoint? Nope. Here's the waypoint. And then we can just go into the sewers, right? We can just go into the sewers. So down here, somewhere, would be another piece of the flail. Here it is. We found the piece of the flail. It's in like record time. Oh, no inventory space. And we threw things in the air, so we're not going to be able to assemble the flail. Well, I guess there's no reason to be in the sewers anymore. Because we were going to go to the sewers to try to find the way to the upper, but I guess, since we already explored it, we already found everything we need down there. We could just go straight up here. So it should be right over here. Here it is. And we just find the waypoint. Then we just have to go assemble the flail. Is that a gem shrine? What shrine is it? Pearl shrine. Where's the waypoint? Maybe we don't need the waypoint. If it's not here, then I guess we don't need it. We could come back and get it. So we need him to identify everything. What? Identify. Identify items. This is pretty much just all garbage, right? We'll go through it later. All the rares are probably nothing. So we could just get better quality rares at the end game areas. Level 45. Once you get to level 45, you get better rares. Although it is good to check them, right? You might find some super sick rare because if this had like +3 to 3 different skills on it, and you just passed it up without picking it up, then you would never know. So we don't need that. That's just a magical item. And these 10% faster unlock. So our inventory's always just cluttered up with crafting materials mostly. So if we throw the Kalim's eye, throw the Kalim's brain, with the Doom Guard's heart, throw the Kalim's heart. Then there's just one more piece, the flail. So let's go get that then. So if we go to the waypoint, go to the Trivinical, if we can click it. Maybe we put more points into Dance of Death. There we go, we have the flail. Now we just need to assemble the flail and then smash it. Weapon's almost broken. So our weapon breaks pretty often. So if we go here, throw the flail in here. This will be the most powerful flail anybody level 1 could ever use. What are we missing? What are we missing? We picked up everything. We got the eye, the brain, the heart, the flail. Flare brain. That's why it's the wrong brain. Did we? We didn't get the brain. So what are we doing? We're trying to repair our items, that's right. You wouldn't repair them. So he moves over to this spot. And there's the assassin, right?
Greetings, hero.
There's the assassin. So if you go here, trade repair, then all your stuff is repaired. And then if we go to the Flare Jungle, Lower Kiros, Spider Forest, Flare Jungle, Lower Kiros. I guess we still need to go to the Flare Jungle. So we go to the Spider Forest. We'll just go through the waypoint again, I guess. So I wonder where this place is. So it wouldn't be right next to this place, right? Oh, the Flater Tunnels is not here. Flater Tunnels is like in one of these places. Is it in the bazaar? That's right. Swampy Pit. So it would be in one of these places. Is it in the bazaar or is it in the Upper Kiros? I don't quite remember. It could be in any of those places. Maybe it wasn't the upper. So it wasn't in the Kiros Bazaar. Upper Kiros. There's a good thing we hit that portal thing for this place. sewers. We're looking for the flare tunnel. So the flare tunnel is where you're supposed to go. Here we go, flare dungeon level 1. So we have found it. This is where you're supposed to go for the final piece. So we didn't remember about this one. Next time we will, right? Next time when we bring in another character through here and show how to play this character through here, we'll pretty much remember. We can't even carry one jewel in it. We don't need light gauntlets. We don't need oh, we need balance axe. Looks like something else here, right? Whatever it was, I guess we just move it. I guess it was all the way up here. So now you go to the Flare Dungeon level 2, and then we'd have to go all the way around. All the way around. They send you all the way around. And sometimes there's not even any enemies until you reach the halfway point. And then there's no enemies till the end, so it's just a walk in silence. Usually it's a walk in silence because their character's usually walking by this point. I guess we have more stamina control. So this will be the halfway point then. So we can't carry one rune. What do we got rid of? We have things in our cube already. Oh, here it is. It's in the middle. Sometimes it's in the middle. That's right. Sometimes it's in the middle, and then it confuses the heck out of you. So now, if we open this, we get the final piece. Then we can cube all of them, and they create the Kalim's Well, which goes in this hand. And then we can start throwing things in here, like this kite shield that we picked up. So considering all of that, we could basically go take on Mephisto.
I can't carry
So maybe we should clean out the bank, right? We have a whole bunch of things in the bank. A whole bunch of crafting materials. We have the throwing dagger. Let's just identify this thing, the kite shield. Identify it, get a cane to identify everything else, and then we'll organize that. But we got a +1 to skills, faster block, +2 raven, +2 mana, regenerate mana 18%, all resistance is 20, requires level 17. So that'd be really good for the sorceress. The sorceress would use that, and the paladin would use that. Alright, so now all that's left to do is defeat Mephisto. And I think Act 4 is really quick, right? Act 4 is just less areas. All the other areas in the game are so many more maps. Act 4 is just, what, 3 maps? So we search for the flail, and we destroy the compelling orb, and then we wait for this guy, and then we destroy him so he doesn't hurt the townspeople anymore. Like getting greater mana potion. So Mephisto, we're not going to be able to steal from Mephisto. We can't steal anything from Mephisto. We can't steal life. We can't steal mana. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do. Even if we do have lifesteal and mana steal. Just like he's not even real or something. So if we just keep running over, we're getting greater potion drops. Greater potion drops are much better than light potion drops. So short battle bow. We just picked up a rare short battle bow. Like all the antlers and everything, we should just pick up from cows. Figure out how strong they get. And then maybe go to nightmare difficulty. Think about it. Should we just go to the end and then just go for the all ultra powerful items and then just gear people up later? Then we could just try other different silly builds or something. Or we could try other serious builds. So here's the way down to the Endurance 8 level 2. And then if you keep following this road here, you should be able to find your way to the waypoint. And then to the Endurance of 8 level 3. And try to open all these chests, right? These places have tons and tons of chests. There's absolutely chests everywhere. Could be something inside the chests. Is there a reason to? You could just run straight to the end and then save a whole bunch of time. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe check the chests if they don't make you stop for too long. Oh, enchant. We could enchant ourselves. So here's the way down to level 3. Where's the waypoint? There's never a way to get the waypoint though, right? Is it literally right up here? It is right up here. Alright. So all we have to do now is go back to the home, go back to Endurance of 8 level 2, down to the Endurance of 8 level 3, take the armor shrine. So we should have checked if there could have been an explosion shrine that could have killed us or something. What if we just whirlwind the golems? And then take the Amazonian demons as crafting material. Oh, that's not what we don't want to go. Oh, we can start getting regular topazes. Much better than flawed topazes. So then if we just destroy these guys, take the amulet to cube on, and then just keep going through. You don't have to even fight any of these people, right? You just fight them just because they're there. The main enemy is Mephisto himself. Oh, it's already a half health. Jeez, this Amazon is just so insane. It's not even strong Amazon. Ancient Cipher, Road, Jewel, see what you drop in. So Soulstone, quest complete. So there we go. There's Act 3 done. Now it's just Act 4 and Act 5. And then who knows what happens. We'll have to see what happens. See what we do after then. But we can just keep putting points into Whirlwind and maybe just more health, strength. Strength seems to work good. We do health and strength, we mix it up a bit.